one upside is you get vitamin D, but the downside is sunburn. And that's a very big thing, especially for people from Britain with skin type 1 who can peel off real fast. I have a person in my life who gets burnt really fast, and she is very, very susceptible to sunlight. Therefore, there's a lot of lotion involved. SPV, SPF lotions is involved when going to the beach or anything like that because of the sensitive skin. So, can we talk about the whole sensitivity to sunlight and burns and stuff like that?
Okay, so, well, everybody knows, I mean, you always hear it, you need to put sun lotion on you when you go out in the sun. And I mean, in a lot of cases, that's a good idea. You need to, getting sunburn is not ideal. It increases your risk for skin cancer. It's interesting that sun lotion, it's said that it protects against the most dangerous type of skin cancer, and that is melanoma. The research on that is quite weak, but still, it's better to prevent getting sunburned in the first place. And so, and there are other types of skin cancer that sun lotion can definitely prevent. So the evidence is stronger for less dangerous ones. But I mean, you would not want to have skin cancer, whether it's melanoma or a different one.
What about whole protection from diet? Is it possible?
Yeah. Okay, so there are a few strategies that I think don't really get enough attention, and I would like to see them get more attention. The most simple one is if you always go out and about and you always rub yourself in with sun lotion, that your skin cannot acclimatize. So when your skin acclimatizes, it doesn't burn as quickly. So I think it's a point to consider. At least give your skin some exposure naturally and like for shorter periods of time. So you can build up at least some color and resistance, so to speak. But the most important thing that I almost never hear people talking about, and that is what you eat.
Well, that's a big one, I think, because eating specific foods also has specific side effects and certain upsides. For example, I am big on certain antioxidant rich foods, such as blueberries and chia and flax seeds and all that kind of stuff that is not necessarily considered a yummy food. Depends on how you prepare it. But let's go into the whole diet part. Tell me more.
Well, I think it's quite yummy, but
Some depends on how it's cooked. I mean, some people say that just chia.
Oh, you should definitely roast your flax seeds if you want them to be more flavorful. It's such a different flavor. It's really great. You need to try.
I just add it to the rice directly.
Yeah.
to the when it gets cooked in the rice cooker. Just like that.
Okay. So what you're saying now, the antioxidants, that's a very great mention there, because antioxidants, when you are exposed to sun, and that's kind of strange, like when people hear, like when they don't get sunburn, but the sun touches their skin, actually there is already some kind of inflammation taking place. So very, very low grade. So when you have sunburn, that's a higher grade inflammation. So what happens is when the sun touches your skin, actually your antioxidant status is actually important because white blood cells go to that area. And it sounds strange, right? So why would sunlight do that? Haven't we evolved, we need to produce vitamin D and why would that happen? So it turns out that the antioxidant status in your skin helps with reducing that inflammation. So especially when you go out in the sun a lot and you're eating a lot of foods rich in antioxidants, that will actually not necessarily prevent, I mean, there's always a limit, but it would slow down the inflammation and the moment when you get sunburn, okay, that will happen later. So if you have a diet full of antioxidants. And the interesting thing is we can see that among Greeks and Italians, because we've done studies on those people. It turns out those people actually have less skin cancer, but they're exposed to sunlight quite a lot. And the people with skin cancer, they have lower levels of antioxidants also. And when we have, for example, when we look at people in Australia, they have, because it's very sunny there and it's on a quite low latitude, so they have a lot of sunlight there and it's quite intense. There is an 18 times higher skin cancer rate in comparison to Greeks. Now, but when you take those Greeks and you move them to Australia, it's like I'm some sort of master move them. I mean, when you look at Greeks that migrate to Australia and they take on the same kind of lifestyle and dietary pattern, so you know what happens? Their risk for skin cancer just increases, like it spikes up.
Wait, so the Greeks have a sort of a Mediterranean type of diet, right?
Yeah, so naturally a Mediterranean diet. They're very rich in vegetables and fruits and antioxidant-rich foods.
Olive
so
oil,
obviously,
olives.
yeah, like loads of different foods. And so it makes total sense that, you know, the antioxidants protect in a way.
I see. So basically in Australia and New Zealand and United States, a lot of those diets are Western diets, which are typically high in processed food, right?
Right.
And now China is also having that kind of same diet. So,
oh, now you sort of gave people a hint on our location.
Right. Oh, wink, wink.
Yeah. So yeah, in short, higher antioxidant status is shown that actually it protects against skin cancer.
Listen to the entire episode of the Immunity Podcast.
Link in the description below.